Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here for my review of WWE Night of Champions 2023 from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. First time in 8 years that WWE had a Night of Champions pay-per-view. And this is also day 1000, man. Yep, this is day 1000 of Roman Reigns' reign as WWE Universal Champion. Yep. I've reviewed every single, including the match where he won the Universal Championship, every single title defense of Roman Reigns on pay-per-view since then for the Universal Champion on pay-per-view. Every single one since 1,000 days ago, when on the day he initially won it. So here we are. I never would have thought his reign would last as long as it has, but 1,000 days, man, that is... We are in the middle of history being made. And I, for one, am happy about that. I, for one, am honored to be witnessing it firsthand. So, yeah. So let me give you guys my review of WWE Night of Champions 2023. And what did I actually think of this premium live event? Truth be told, I would say it was good. Just good. Why just good? Because for me, in terms of match quality, this wasn't like too much to go home about. I mean, it wasn't none of the matches were bad whatsoever, but like in terms of match quality, nothing like really blew my mind, except for maybe the main event. But that was mostly for story. Anyway, we'll get onto that later. Nothing really blew my mind in terms of match quality, if I'm being honest. But in terms of moments, wow, this show had so many epic moments. It really did. Both in terms of story and the end results and how some matches went, I guess. And, yeah. But, yeah, the opening match, despite this match being by far the most heavily promoted throughout throughout the build-up to this event, this was the opener tournament final for the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship. AJ Styles versus Seth frickin' Rollins. Now, why this match opened, I think it was definitely because of the storyline stuff that they had in mind for the main event, what ended up actually main eventing. And I know WWE say, oh, triple main events and all that, but there's only one main event. That is the match that goes on last. But this opened the show because, well, Seth Rollins, he's starring in Captain America New World Order. And apparently he has to go right back to that. He has to go right back to America to continue filming. So here he won the World Heavyweight Championship. I know I said that prematurely, but yes, Seth Rollins did win the World Heavyweight Championship. The match itself, I thought was pretty good. Honestly, I really feel like we've really seen as much as we're going to get from Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Their match at Money in the Bank 2019 was epic, but like something about that still to me could have been better. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. That was like more of a fun match than like an actual full-on technical wrestling match that a match between these two wrestlers should be. You know what I mean? But honestly, like Seth Rollins, he's not that much of a technical wrestler anymore. He really does have like, he seems much more of a brawler type wrestler, and brawler wrestlers are awesome. You know, like Seth Rollins seems much more like a brawler type wrestler these days, rather than like the high flying technical wrestler he was. But overall, this match, it was pretty good. I don't think it was that great. But then again, I do look at my phone during wrestling matches way more often than I would like to admit. But hey, you know, so yep, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles. There was a really cool moment where like AJ Styles actually did the pedigree to Seth Rollins. Obviously, Seth kicked out, and took just one curb stomp for Seth Rollins to pick up the W. And after the match, Triple H handed Seth Rollins the World Heavyweight Championship. I gotta tell you guys this. I'm just searching up my own posts to see something I posted. All right. I gotta go back. Sorry. All right, I found it. So, on the 11th, earlier this month in the morning, we had just gotten our groceries delivered to us, you know, and the guy who delivered them to us, who's usually the same guy, he said to me that he always noticed I wear wrestling shirts, and at that time I was wearing my that green and yellow John Cena shirt. We ended up having a conversation, and I love it when this happens, by the way, when strangers like recognize your wrestling outfit. It doesn't happen as much often as I would like, but when it does happen, I guess that just makes it even more epic. You know what I mean? And the guy, he noticed I was wearing he noticed that I always wore wrestling shirts, you know, because he was usually the same guy who always delivered my groceries. And then he asked, and then it turned out he was a wrestling fan too. Obviously, because if he noticed my wrestling shirts, he asked me if I watched Backlash, which of course I did. He mentioned Carlito coming back at Backlash. I asked him if he'll watch Night of Champions. He said he would, and he said that he hopes Seth Rollins becomes World Heavyweight Champion. And I don't know if he was watching it live. Like, I was thinking about him, you know, once Seth Rollins picked up the win. I was like, is Seth Rollins, I mean, not Seth Rollins, is that guy watching the show right now? Because over here it was 5 a.m. when the show started, 4 a.m. if you count the pre-show. So that was cool. I didn't quite say that story in the way I think I would have liked. But I said it. That's how I said it. So I wonder if he watched it, and if he did, I bet he's ecstatic that Seth won. Cool. I wonder if he knows that Seth Rollins will be in Captain America: New World Order. You know. And by the way, Seth Rollins, I don't know if the lineage for this World Heavyweight Championship is gonna continue from the original, the one that was introduced in 2002, or this is like a brand new lineage. I don't know. But if that is the case, then that means that Seth Rollins is the first wrestler to have won the WWE Championship, the Universal Championship, and the World Heavyweight Championship, which is good for it. I'm glad. I feel like I'm like the only one who's noticed that. I've never heard anyone else mention that. I mean, I know the show just happened, but still. And, yeah. Congratulations to Seth Rollins. Next match, we had Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. I don't really care for this match, to be honest. I was just watching it. Although Becky Lynch did have a really cool Kill Bill inspired outfit. But near the end, from underneath the ring, Zoe Stark came out, screwed Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus picked up the W. Yeah, that was cool. I was very pleasantly surprised that Trish Stratus won. Because I really don't care for Becky Lynch as a wrestler. Honestly, so overrated. I don't see the appeal, man. But yeah. But next up, we have the WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther defending against Mustafa Ali. Now, this is only Gunther's third defense of the Intercontinental Championship on pay-per-view since he won it. Please keep that up, man. But I actually this was a fun match. It was a short match, Gunther and Ali. It was a fun match, probably like 3.5 stars. But it was short. It was under 10 minutes, but for what it was very fun. Gunther ended up retaining, thankfully, but I actually screwed with a friend of mine because he wasn't able to watch the show live, so I decided to tell him in all caps, Mustafa Ali won the Intercontinental Championship, and he was so shocked, and he was like, no one saw that coming. And then I sent him a picture of Gunther retaining, and then I said, I'm just kidding. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh man, I love that I did that. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah. Gunther. Hopefully, Gunther will break Honky Tonk Man's Intercontinental Championship reign record. And I wonder if there's people out there in the world whose favorite wrestler ever, their idol is Honky Tonk Man. And if that is the case, I would be sad for them if Gunther does surpass their record. I would be. It's just like something else that I'll say another day. But yeah. Cool. Oh, but this next match. WWE Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending against Asuka. WrestleMania 39 rematch. This match was fine. It was enjoyable. You had it was just a typical normal match. You had Asuka at one point try to do the mist to Bianca Belair, but Bianca was out of reach, when Asuka did that. So that didn't happen then, and at that point I was thinking, oh, that means Bianca's gonna retain, isn't it? But later on in the match, Asuka, she had she had like the poison mist stuff. She grabbed it in her hand, and Bianca was going for the KOD, but because Asuka had the mist in her hand. She rubs the mist on Bianca Belair's face. Smart as heck thinking. Kicks Belair and kicks her one more time in the back of the head. And at 400 plus days, Asuka pins Bianca Belair to win the Raw Women's Championship and finally end her reign. I'm so happy Asuka won. She is my favorite women's wrestler by far, and I would have preferred it happen at WrestleMania. Yes, I much would have preferred it happen at WrestleMania, especially because Asuka, for some insane reason, still hasn't won a match at WrestleMania. You know, I would have preferred that, but hey, Asuka still got it. Asuka was still the one to dethrone Bianca. Admittedly, Bianca did lose the championship in a much weirder way than I think so many people expected. No doubt. In such a nonchalant, I guess, way than people expected. You know? But hey, I'm happy Asuka won. And Bianca, it was a good reign. But yeah. And the longest women's championship reign, I think, of all time. I think, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have the WWE Smackdown Women's Championship match. A match I was actually kind of looking forward to because Natalya is so underrated. Natalya is a legend, and she is a member of, in my personal opinion, the second best wrestling family of all time. The Hart family, of course. And today is Natalya's birthday. Happy birthday, Natalya. And she lost to Rhea Ripley. Not only did she lose to Rhea Ripley, but Rhea squashed her in a minute. In a minute. Oh my gosh. I remember there were tweets and Facebook posts saying, man, WWE really did Natalya like that on her birthday. And I feel you guys, because on my birthday, way back in 2017, they had Roman Reigns defeat my GOAT, John Cena, on my birthday. And in hindsight, they should have just let John win that match. Was Reigns really going to lose anything from losing that? Everyone was on Cena's side anyway. Especially in hindsight when, that bullshit ass. I just wanted to mention that. I was trying so hard not to mention John Cena at all in this review. But in that case, I wanted to bring up the similarities about birthday losses. But I hope so Natalya, legend, women's wrestling legend, but it is what it is. She is a legend. But next up we have Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. Very fast-paced match. Cody Rhodes had a probably kayfabe broken arm throughout this match with a titanium shield thing. Very fast-paced. Cody used that titanium thing many, many times in this match against Brock. Brock had an F5. Cody kicked out. Cody Rhodes hit at least four crossroads in this match. Brock kicked out. And then Brock had Cody in the Kimura lock on the broken arm, of course, several times. Cody got out several times, but in the end, Cody Rhodes passes out to the Kimura. Brock Lesnar wins by technical submission in, I believe, Cody's first clean loss since he returned. You know what I mean? But yeah. And now we go into the main event. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defending against the Bloodline, consisting of the Day 1000 boy, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa. This match was dang good. It was mostly great for storytelling purposes. The crowd was really hot for Sami Zayn. For some reason, because Sami Zayn is a Muslim, he was banned from being able to go to Saudi Arabia. So feel free to correct me on that. I don't know what the whole thing is that exactly. But now, because of something, he was allowed to come to Saudi Arabia. I've seen, well, I didn't actually watch them, but I know about videos he's been posting about, like, man, it's so great to be in Saudi Arabia, and good for him. Good for him. This match, you had Roman Reigns getting booed like crazy. You had Roman Reigns looking like he was going to start the match, and technically he did start the match, but he tagged in Solo right off the bat. It was quite a long match. It was almost the whole 30 minutes. So let's just go near the end. It was funny whenever whoever was the illegal partner, like whether it was Solo or Roman, they would go out of their way to attack Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, whoever happened to be near their ringside. There was this awesome move when Kevin Owens did the stunner to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns kind of fumbles to the ropes and lands a very desperate spear to Kevin Owens. That was an awesome spot. And then it looked like, I think it was Sami Zayn who was trying to, I don't remember how we got to this part I'm about to talk about exactly, but Roman Reigns did accidentally spear the referee. And when the referee's taken out, shiznit goes down. So Roman accidentally spears the referee, and then what happened after that? And then the Usos came out trying to, defend Roman Reigns and all that. And it looked like, actually Roman Reigns wasn't the legal partner. So Roman Reigns was like on the outside. And I think either Owens or Zayn, I think it was Zayn trying to do something to Roman, but that's when the Usos came out. Attack. Or maybe it was Kevin Owens, because I remember Sami Zayn was in the ring getting super kicked by the Usos. And then they accidentally super kicked Solo, who was the legal tag partner. That happened. They accidentally super kicked Solo, and Roman Reigns saw it. And Roman was like, what the F? And Roman gets in the ring, berates the heck out of the Usos, especially Jay, and then BAM! Jimmy Uso super kicks Roman Reigns, and I leapt out of my freaking seat when that happened. Oh my gosh, the storytelling. What an amazing story. The Bloodline is, if it hasn't already, crumbled. And then Jay clearly had conflicted feelings about what was going on. And Jimmy was screaming at Jay, this is what you should have done a long time ago. And then Jimmy super kicks Roman again. And then the Usos leave together. And then I don't. This sounds like a spot that would have happened in the match. I don't remember if this spot actually did happen or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering it. But maybe Kevin Owens stunned Solo. But I know for a fact that Sami Zayn Luva kicks Solo, goes for the cover. The ref was still out, by the way. The camera was close up on Sami Zayn pinning Solo as well. And the crowd was already chanting 1, 2, 3. So at least it kind of had me thinking, wait, is the ref actually back in the ring but off screen? You know what I mean? But then we get to a wider shot. The referee, I don't know if it's the same referee or not, but the referee comes into the ring. 1, 2, 3. The bloodline has probably crumbled. Owens and Zayn retained the look on Roman's face. Said it all. Oh my gosh. Far out. My guess is Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns and Money in the Bank. Or maybe it's a triple threat match with Jey Uso. I don't know exactly. But I have a feeling. I don't know. This is just fun to think about. This stuff. And maybe, I know the ideal was Cody versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, but maybe with the story, this we'll eventually get Jey versus Roman at SummerSlam. Probably with Jey winning. I don't know. I don't want to see Cody versus Roman again at WrestleMania 40. I don't. I'm sure it would be a great match, but we'll see what happens. I'll watch it regardless. But anyway, that's my review of WWE Night of Champions 2023, y'all. Again, in terms of match quality, I'm not the biggest on it, but in terms of moments, absolutely epic. I'm your boy Mark. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah. Peace out, y'all. And I'll see you next time.